For our mission, bringing the community to heal after a loss is our top priority.
While social distancing is great for our physical health and feeling protected,
it isn't as great for our mental health and feeling connected.
We at Olivia's house know there's always a way to come together.
Over the next few weeks, Olivia's house will be collaborating with all of our alumni children
to produce a special season of Weekly Wisdom.
Keep your eyes peeled for a new episode every Monday.
Let's see what they have to say.
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 So some of my favorite coping strategies when I'm going through tough times are journaling. I've done this every single night since pretty much 7th grade, so like my journal's really full right now. I've also resorted recently to watercolor painting, which just really keeps my mind off of things. I use this app called Reflectly, and it's basically just an online journal, and you can like look back on everything, and it's really cool to use when you can't like physically write stuff down.
So my most effective coping strategy is having family and friends who I can openly talk to and support with.
My coping strategies to help me through this rough time is really just working out and texting friends.
I like to hold my teddy bears because it reminds me about him, and I like to write about him and what his favorite things were to do when he was here with us.
Cuddling with a stuffed animal. When my mom passed away, my dad had one of her jackets made into a memory bear, and we actually just recently did this with some clothing of my stepmom's when she passed away. And not that long ago, I actually was having a really rough night, and so I grabbed the memory bear from my mom's jacket, and I cuddled with it, and I slept with it, and just made me feel a little bit better. It made me feel connected to my mom and my stepmom, and you know, there's nothing like having a companion, even if it is a stuffed animal, and you know, it doesn't matter how big you get, that's still always a comfort to me.
When our families graduate from our programs at Olivia's house, they have positive coping skills pretty well ingrained into their brains. But some of these children who recorded their responses graduated from our programs 5 or more years ago, and it's still their instinct to cope positively when faced with adversity. Even though many of them suggested that we connect with friends and peers, we know we can't connect physically right now. But it doesn't mean we can't do it emotionally and spiritually. Whether it's connecting with your friends, family, or loved ones who have died, now is the time to turn inward and see what connections are missing from your life, how can you strengthen them, and how can that strengthen all of us as a community. Thank you to these kids for sharing their wisdom and for reminding us that you can still cope positively, even now. My name is Julia Dunn, and you've been watching Weekly Wisdom. Tune in next week for another episode. And hey, if you're an Olivia's House alumni, keep an eye on your emails for next week's question. We'll see you then.